Jalen Ramsey redeemed himself with a game-saving interception in the end zone late in the fourth quarter that allowed the Rams to escape with a 31-27 win over the Atlanta Falcons, their first win of the season here at SoFi Stadium. The Rams did look a bit better as Matthew Stafford connected with Allen Robinson on a touchdown, as well as a pair of touchdowns to Cooper Kupp. Darrell Henderson also ran in for a score in the second quarter. However, the Atlanta Falcons continued to crawl back with a pair of touchdowns in the fourth quarter and a blocked punt that forced an opportunity for the Atlanta Falcons to actually win the game. However, as I said, thanks to Jalen Ramsey, the Atlanta Falcons are going back home winless. We had an opportunity to speak with head coach Sean McVay on his thoughts about this week's game, as well as quarterback Matthew Stafford, Jalen Ramsey, Caleb Durant, as well as Allen Robinson. And on the Falcons side, what do they need to do to get in the win column? And the only bright spot for the Atlanta Falcons is former USC wide receiver Drake London, who scored his very first NFL touchdown in front of his hometown fans and family here at SoFi Stadium.
We really had to punt one time today, and we saw how that worked out. So we gave them a lot of opportunities. But again, don't take away the credit that they deserve for being able to make those plays. But we've got to be more poised, more resilient, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're not going to run away from some of the things that we didn't do well today, but we're also not going to allow ourselves to do anything other than appreciate being able to come away with a win in what we know is such a competitive league.
It felt great. Again, just for me personally, it's about going out there, like I said before, as cliche as it may sound, about being the best player I could be. So that's, every day at practice, locking into the game plan, concentrating on what I need to improve on, and things like that. Everything will take care of itself.
Perfect, and we need to break through. But the one thing about our guys, no matter what has happened, we've had a chance the last play to go win it. And we'll continue to grow. And certainly, you go through these things, it's painful to lose like that in one possession, but we have the right mindset. We'll grow and we'll get better. And we got a lot of football ahead of us, and we got another big challenge next week. But these guys, they fight. They're resilient. Like I said, it wasn't perfect, D-Led, but I was really proud of these guys. A lot of the young guys, right? You just never give up on it, even when it looks like they converted with Kupp on the one, be able to punch the ball out, the block punt, all the big plays. Knowing you're never out of the fight, and we had a chance at the end, and obviously they made a play down there, and even so, we got off the field and at least had a shot at a Hail Mary.
I personally think all of them matter, so definitely would have liked to have that one in the first half. Me and Kobe would have went back-to-back with them, so that would have been dope. But hey, it happens. We came in the locker room, I remained focused. My teammates helped me remain focused, and I told them it was going to come back to me, and it did. All glory to God.
Seen a lot of ball, been part of a lot of games. That was definitely an interesting one at the end. Probably not the craziest I've been a part of, but it happens. And this is NFL football. It's hard to win. And Atlanta played really well in week one. Had a chance to win that game. We knew they weren't going to go away. We gave them some opportunities to get back in the game through some plays that we can clean up. There's no question about that. But when we were playing good, we were playing at a really high clip, which was good to see.
At the end of the day, you know what? We got a great group of guys that have a lot of fight, that have the mentality just to continue to take it one play at a time. This league is weird, man. You're going to find yourself in these close games. We just got to do a better job of finding ways to win.
It's really, really cool. I was going through something right down there. First time in the stadium, and I scored, so it's pretty cool.
When he broke out, I just broke with him. I didn't think he was going to throw the ball. And then, next thing you know, tip and overthrows, you got to execute on those. So I took advantage of my opportunity and caught a pick, my first career pick.